There's been another mass kidnapping in Nigeria, where a Christian school in Nigeria's northwestern Niger state was attacked in the middle of the night. Between 50 and 100 people are believed to have been abducted, and this includes school children and teachers. This is the second school kidnapping in Nigeria this week. On Monday, a school was attacked in the neighboring Kebbi state. About 25 schoolgirls and a teacher were abducted, and at least 2 staff members were killed. Now, 2 of the girls managed to escape, but 23 are still missing, and these aren't the only attacks that are making headlines. On Tuesday, the gunmen stormed a church service in the Kwara state, and at least about 2 people were killed and 38 others were kidnapped. The attack was captured on video because the service was being live streamed. You can clearly hear the gunshots that were being fired at the church. A church official later said that the gunmen had asked for 100 million naira as ransom per kidnapped worshipper. That's about $69,000 per person as the ransom. Now, 3 major attacks in just the last 5 days, 2 of them targeting schools, one of them being a Catholic school, and a church also being raided, with dozens of worshippers kidnapped, and all the attacks taking place in the same region of Nigeria. Now, Abuja has been under tremendous pressure over the attacks, and this is because the US President Donald Trump has taken a special interest in them. He believes that these are targeted attacks against Christians in Nigeria. On the 31st of October, he had designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for alleged religious freedom violations. And the following day, he also put on a post on social media threatening to send the US military guns blazing into the country. The Nigerian government has been scrambling ever since. Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff personally went to Kebbi State on Tuesday, and he issued directions to troops overseeing the rescue of the remaining 23 schoolgirls. Meanwhile, Nigeria's National Security Advisor has been on a diplomatic mission in the United States throughout this week. He reportedly met with the U.S. War Secretary Pete Hegseth and the Joint Chiefs Chairman, General Dan Kane, on Thursday. The details of their meeting were not made public, but the U.S. State Department made this announcement.
The Trump administration is developing a plan to incentivize and compel the Nigerian government to better protect Christian communities and improve religious freedom. This plan will consider U.S. state and Treasury engagement on sanctions, as well as possible Department of War engagement on counterterrorism and other efforts to protect religious communities.
The U.S. says that it is planning to use a carrot and stick approach with Nigeria. The stick will be sanctions, and Washington has also hinted at possible joint counterterrorism operations. Nigeria has been ravaged by insurgencies for decades. Groups like the Boko Haram and the Islamic State, the West Africa province, have been behind a string of attacks. But this week's kidnappings have been attributed to armed raiders looking for a ransom, and they're colloquially known as bandits. So will Trump's interest in Nigeria actually help solve the country's insurgency problem? We'll, of course, have to wait and watch. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.